Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, and thank you for tuning in to this production of Love God Institute. I am Ridwan Quwatli, the founder of Love God Institute, which is a non-for-profit educational ministry serving as an agent of mercy through refreshing, positive, and authentic teaching made available in written and spoken words. In order to communicate refreshing, positive, and authentic teaching made available in both written and spoken words, Love God Institute develops, maintains, and supports various programs and projects. Since its inception, the blessing of God on this ministry has been manifested in terms of the many lives that have been touched positively, and in terms of representing to the public an accurate view of Islam. I hope that you enjoy this production, and I appreciate you standing with us prayerfully and financially, and thank you for tuning in.
طيبا مباركا به مباركا عليه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى. الحمد لله في الآخرة وفي الأولى، والحمد لله في الأرض وفي السماوات العلى، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الأسماء الحسنى، وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله المصطفى. اللهم لك الحمد على ما تحبه وترضى، اللهم لك الحمد حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا به مباركا عليه كما يليق بجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم نحمدك ونثني عليك ولا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. O Allah, we praise you for you are merciful. O Allah, we praise you for you are mercy giver. O Allah, we praise you for you are the forgiver, the gracious, the beautiful. We praise Allah the way it's befitting of His glory and the way of it's befitting of His majesty. All praise is due to Allah in this life and the life to come, and all praise is due to Allah on earth and in heaven. I testify and witness there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah, and I testify and witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the peace and the blessings of Allah be upon him, is Allah's servant and messenger. Loved ones, today is a day of joy, blessings, and forgiveness. Today is a day to increase our remembrance to Allah more than other days. It is when we remember Allah, we invoke the divine attention of Allah to come to us. We invoke the remembrance of Allah to be directed to us in a special way. And the divine attention translates into our lives to mean more joy, more supernatural deliverance, more supernatural guidance, more supernatural help. It is when we remember Allah, Allah remembers us. Therefore, it's very important activity in the life of the believer to remember Allah. We are sitting here being engaged in the worshipful remembrance of Allah that enhances our spirituality and brings us closer to Allah, the glorified Most High. The remembrance of Allah enhances our spirituality because it brings to us the peace and the tranquility of Allah. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us, whenever a group of people sit to remember Allah, the mercy envelops them, the tranquility descends on them. So as we are sitting to remember Allah, as we are engaged in this worshipful remembrance of Allah that was never meant to be a perfunctory activity, but a worshipful remembrance of Allah. As we are sitting in this worshipful remembrance of Allah, Allah is dispensing His mercy and Allah is dispensing His peace. All what we have to do is to pay attention and to receive. The Prophet ﷺ went on to say, whoever is attending Friday and fidgets, meaning does not pay attention, his mind wanders off, he leaves without having the benefit of Friday coming to him. That does not mean we sit in Friday and we are so rigid and we frown at the Imam because we want to demonstrate that we are paying attention. No, it does not mean that at all. But it means we come here and we focus on the activity. We focus on the dhikr. We are involved in it. Our minds are not wandering off. We're not fidgeting with the carpet. We're not fidgeting with the light. Some people play with the curtain if they have access to it. All of those activities must be removed in order to be really qualified as those who are focusing. فَاسْتَمَعَ وَأَنصَتْ. When we do what we are supposed to do wholeheartedly, we leave here not the same way we came in. We leave after we eat lunch, that is a given, inshallah, so you're not going to leave the same way you came in. But also, and most importantly, you leave with 10 days worth of forgiveness. 10 days worth of forgiveness coming into your life to relieve you, to release you, to enhance you, to improve you. Loved ones, today I would like to continue talking about our topic of happiness. Happiness is a mental state characterized by emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. And for some reason, every time I stand here, I feel the heat of Iman coming to me. That's what I thought, until I discovered the vent right over my head. And now I know why I get hot. So happiness is a mental state characterized by emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. Loved ones, the reality that we need to grasp is that Allah wants you to be happy. And the devil wants you to be sad. He wants us to be sad. And one way to achieve his nasty goal is to keep us away from doing righteous deeds. For Allah, the glorified Most High, said, any believing man and woman who does good deeds, we will make this person live a good life. So the devil thought to himself, if that is the promise of Allah, then to counter it, I'm going to keep them from believing. And if I cannot do that, I will keep them from doing righteous deeds. And I will make them do sinful deeds. And if I cannot make them do sinful deeds, I will make them do meaningless deeds to consume their time and energy. And if I see them focusing on doing righteous deeds, I will make them do some righteous deeds and ignore doing other righteous deeds. All of that the devil wants to do in order to keep us from the good things that Allah has in store for us. But loved ones, when you deliberately do the good things, the righteous deeds that Allah wants you to do, when you do that which is pleasing to Allah, Allah will do that which is pleasing to you. And that what translates into good life in this life and eternity. The good life that Allah Azza wa Jal promised believers does not extend only to this time frame, but it is in this life and in eternity. And the devil wants us to miss out on all the good things that Allah has in store for us. And how He wants to do that? By distracting us from doing righteous deeds. Al-a'mal al-salihat.